and we were all mixed together, and we just made a family, and we depended on each other for every little thing. We were the original band of brothers. December 21st, my 16th birthday, I became property of the United States Marine Corps. After basic, I went on into I volunteered for Recon, which is all volunteer entity out of the Marine Corps. You have to be cross-trained. Back then you had to be cross-trained in one reference and then to another. Mine was weapons and demolition. So basically I got to shoot things and blow stuff up, and I liked that. I went into that South Vietnam, and I was separate. Recon was separate from the regular Marines. We weren't allowed to go in and talk to anybody else or anything. We had to stay in our own little area. We went into places that we weren't supposed to be, or actually we weren't allowed to be there, but we were. And when we went to these places, we had to go in what's called naked. No dog tags, nothing to do with the United States whatsoever, where if you're caught or captured, they can't go back onto the U.S., and the U.S. wouldn't have any knowledge of you over there if you were killed or captured. Well, it sounds kind of harsh, but we were not to be taken alive. We carried little ampules that are spring-loaded needles in them. You would pop it open, squeeze it a little bit, the needle would pop out, and you slam it into your thigh and squeeze. About 2 minutes, you're dead. You were not to be taken alive. My first big job was, I think I'd been in country about 6 weeks, and we got word that a transmission station in Laos had been taken over by the North Vietnamese. We were ordered to go in and retake it and retrieve the 2 CIA operatives that were running the station. It was kind of scary, That was my first mission. I didn't want to mess it up or anything. Everybody else had a lot more experience than me. I was just a young kid, baby-faced, but we made it. Everything they asked us to do, I was scared up. Really, the Marine Recon really never gets any accolades, I guess you could say. That's not what they do it for. They do it just for their country, for their God, and for the Corps. They would tell us what needed to be done, where we're to go, what we were to do, and we did it. No questions asked. The guys in my platoon, we made friends with each of us, and we depended on each other to keep the other one from being hurt. We were the original band of brothers. I mean, that's what we were. We were all brothers. We had South Vietnamese in our unit. We had Monyars, which are out of Laos, and the mountains are mountainous people. We had blacks, we had Spanish or Mexican, and we had white Anglo-American. And we were all mixed together, and we just made a family. And we depended on each other for every little thing. If one of us had neglected to pack something to take with him, the other ones had it for him. You never had to ask for anything. It was always given to you, through us. And we were, like I say, we were kept separate from the rest of the Marine Corps. We weren't allowed to talk with them or discuss anything with them. We couldn't keep diaries, journals, or anything. We couldn't be photographed. We weren't allowed to be photographed, and I'm surprised one photo I do have got out. But I'm glad it did. The generations that served over in Vietnam were not a bunch of crazy people. They're not loonies. They're not child killers. They're soldiers that were called on to do a job that their country asked them to do. And the people at home hated them worse than the people they were fighting. And that was a dirty shame, because it was all politicized. And televised. People saw part of it. They didn't see the whole aspect of the war, they were doing to our guys. All it showed is what we were doing to them. They didn't show any of the atrocities that were done on us, inflicted upon us. It didn't show what they were doing with their own children. What people back home knew was what they saw on TV. What they saw on TV wasn't the truth. What I witnessed, what I went through was the truth. And I hope it never happens again.